And this part is about the soul. The soul. God is spirit. Spirit is consciousness. And without consciousness, we could not have any thoughts, and we would not have a soul. For the soul is created from consciousness and can't exist without it. At the moment of birth, when the first breath of life is taken, our consciousness awakes and the soul is born. For until that miracle of birth, we are not fully alive, but rather we are an unconscious fetus on life support. That first breath kickstarts our bodies to life, and once we become a conscious being, the soul begins its journey. And at the end of our lives, when the last breath is taken, our physical bodies cease, but that part of our consciousness, that is the soul, has the potential to link with the universal consciousness called God and pass to a new dimension with two prerequisites, faith and righteousness. Birth gives us life. Death gives us the afterlife. Next is the God consciousness, and there are two parts. On the one hand, it is that part of your thoughts which are devoted to your divine nature, or rather just being conscious of God. And this is what affects and develops your soul, which gets its roots from the seed of spirit that God has planted in every one of us. Every person should learn how to nurture this seed so that it may begin to flourish and blossom. And this happens by thinking of God on a regular daily basis, guiding all your actions and behavior, for it is your God consciousness that feeds your soul and allows it to grow. But on the grand scale, it is the universal consciousness from God that flows through and connects all within the spiritual realm. And it is one flow from 2 points of origin, just as it is with our vision. We have 2 eyes that are separate and work independently, yet become focused together as one. And somehow we too are linked to this flow. It is like a distant radio wave, difficult to pinpoint and hard to tune in, but it is always there within us. So by being open, receptive, and thoughtful of God, a signal may come through. And this is inspiration, where many new thoughts and ideas come from, the God consciousness. Now, this is the oneness of all. When a man and a woman come together to create life, our formation begins when a cell from each also joins together to become one. And through the miracle of God's invention, these cells start to reproduce and multiply until suddenly the human being evolves into this amazingly complex organism. Yet in every cell and in every living thing are the identifying marks of DNA. And we think this same kind of idea can be applied to the creation of our universe and every bit of substance it contains. When the 2 creating powers came together, a seed was formed that became one great, unbelievably dense, and incredibly minuscule solidarity. This then literally exploded into existence, which evolved into our universe and all within it, including us, so that every particle of matter to be found everywhere and anywhere shares the same source of origin, while contained within every single atom is the energy and creative force of God. And this is the oneness of all.